What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another stream playing Path of Exile. We are up to Act 5. Very, very keen to kick off. We're going to continue on this path with Mac, Dark Alchemist. So sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. And without further ado, let's freaking get into this. Let's just double check, because I'm pretty sure we're up to Act 5. Yeah, Act 5. Alright, sweet. I think we're just going to start with... I wanted to start with just a little bit of respecking. Just because I haven't really had too much of an opportunity to. But... Ooh. Look, I'm just gonna sell. I got told today that pretty much everything I have is... Everything I have at the moment is pretty much garbage. I actually want to keep that because that is very strong. And we'll sell that. Get rid of the. I don't know. I don't know what's the. This is the thing. I don't know anything. All right. From here on out. I am cool with that. Alright. We'll go talk to this lad. From here on out, I ain't keeping anything anymore. If we ain't wearing it, we're selling it. That's it. Alright, so we're just gonna do a quick... We ain't wearing it, we're selling it. That's it. I'm sure there's some cool stuff, but I'm sure what we've got on at the moment is ideal. I really wish we could sell straight from our inventory. But I think we're making the correct decision here. I'm not 100%, but you live and you learn, don't you? You live and you learn. Cool. Alright, we're just gonna do one more page. Or one more tab, sorry, not page, tab. And then we're gonna get back into it. What are the orange, the uniques that I've got here? We got the Baron. That looks fun. Oh. I genuinely don't know if what I'm doing right now is like incredibly stupid and that I'm going to regret it in the future. No. But that's a future me problem. Alright. Oh, armorer's scrap complete. Nice. Achievement unlocked. That tricorn looks kind of fun as well. Okay. Alright. We're happy with that. We're sick. Alright. Let's freaking go. So we do have some new spec stuff, which is good. Let's have a look at our actually, let's put all our gems on one page. I think that's what I want to do first before we get too into this. Actually, let's put all the gems on this page because we already have a decent amount of gems here already. So I'm just going to go to this guy, sell these items. So sell those, go back to the stash. Okay, cool. And we just start dumping these in. It's alright if they're not in the same spot. I'm not too fussed about that. The bone armor looks sick too. Cool. Sell that stuff. Oh. These will be the last things I grab. Alright, I'm just gonna load up on any leftover gems. We'll go here. Drop them off. Nice, go talk to this guy. We've got the full leather 284, 81 dex required. This requires 100 dex. So that's why that is that little bit stronger. Sacred Life Flask. Fort. Ooh. That's actually better. Yep. That's 1428 versus that. Yeah, we'll leave that for later. We'll accept those. Hit the stash. We're up to grab these last ones. And we'll just drop these gems. Or not gems, sorry, rings. I do want to change that out. Nice. Cool. Whatever. Hit up that page. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. These, grab that tincture, chuck that in there, and chuck that last stuff off. Alright, sweet. I'm happy with our progress here. Okay, whilst we're at it, I'm just gonna clean this stuff up as well. Alright, and I want to see what gems what we have that has poison. 10% increased damage with poison per frenzy charge. That works really well with this. I feel like that actually kind of works really well with our build. Venom Gyre we don't want. Venom Gyre we don't want. And Viper Strike. We don't need that either. What's this one? It's the turquoise. Is that the same? 18. That's plus 18. That's plus 17. Plus 4, plus 6. 30% chance to gain a frenzy charge on killing an enemy by affected by at least 5 poisons. 15% chance. 10% increased damage with poison. And 3%. So it's slightly less life, but slightly better chance to gain a charge. I just don't know how effective the charge is. So I am going to hold on to that Onyx Amulet. And then we do have a ring as well. Just trying to think, what's a good ring? Yep. Ooh. Okay, that's a completely different amulet, but that works freaking well. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's awesome. That matches our build really nicely too. But we did want a ring. I guess we can kind of just double up on these. Oh, we got two Blackheart iron rings. Okay, nice. Cool, let's run with that. Sweet. So we go to the control blocks. Let's go. Oh. Oh, what's going on? Alright, we're going back to the overseas tower because something is not working. You cannot use this item. Its stats will be ignored. We don't have enough intelligence. That's not good. Okay. So we are lacking some intelligente. Alright, so what gave us our intelligente before? This one. So we gotta hold on to that. We got... Oh, we still don't have enough. Alright, what was the ring? That. Okay, what do we need? We need intelligence. Oh. Alright, that added 17. That's giving us 18. What do we got? The 61. And we need 65. What have we changed? That's... I don't know what we've changed that's just changed that. Okay. Does the other one give us a bit more? So we got 18. That one's 17. What was the ring that we just had? No. That one. No. Okay. I feel like if it did give us... I really like that. Oh, here we go. That's what it was. Cool. That should bring us up. Yep. Awesome. Everything's back. That's all good now. All is restored. All that was right with the world has been restored. Okay. Alright. And we'll run that. So now Q, W. Sweet. Yeah, we're good. Oh my gosh, this build is so freaking sick. I'm actually really stoked with how this is all looking. Awesome. Alright, we're just gonna grab stuff. Everything that we're told to pick up, I'm gonna grab, and then we're just gonna sell. Obviously, unless it is superior to what we have. But I kind of doubt there will be anything. I didn't realize with this map you can kind of just like rip through it. Right, you can speed run this map. Wave 4 of 6. Nothing's getting through. Our mana's holding really nicely now as well. That's one issue we had before. So we've resolved that. What do we got? Butcher Knife, Orb Fusing, Scroll of Wisdom. Nice. Cool. We're just gonna run to the exclamation mark now. What is this? Why are there gems there that we can't pick up? That's really annoying. Is this a filter thing? If I turn off my filter, is there something there? Experimental supplies. Okay. Save. Alright, they're still there. Okay. I don't know. I think it's all good. I trust that it's doing what it does correctly. We'll just shortcut it. We've got the miasma meter, which we now have to return to someone. Cool. So freaking happy with this build. I don't know what that shield is that we just had around us, but nice. Chroma orb. With the item filter as well, everything sounds so much better. Like, I watched a video of someone using it and they're like, oh yeah, it sounds cool because you can actually hear and get excited when things hit the ground. I'm like, how do you get excited over something hitting the ground? I'm like, now you hear it and you're like, oh shit, yeah, that makes sense. Like a chroma orb hitting the ground sounds epic. So what do we got? Heart of Flame. So I need to check what Heart of Flame is. But I believe that does come from one of our abilities. I mean, obviously. I just need to confirm which one. Oof. Let's go. Blacksmith Whetstone makes me wet. Blacksmith Whetstone makes me wet. Oh. There's something through here, I'm curious. Kill Justica Cactisis? Sweet. Alright. Nice. Exit the Templar Courts. Cool. Level some shit up. Alright, so there is an exit here. Do I want to take it yet? No, because I want to go check out this strongbox. Nice. I'm hoping that we have some kind of Orb of Alchemy. But I feel like yep, I am not that smart. Alright. We're gonna open it, we'll save our Orb of Alchemies, we'll get some, we'll do it next time. I don't think we have that many Orb of Alchemies left anyway, so I'm sure we'll have plenty more opportunity to utilize those things in the future. So I'm not too phased about not having used it right now. It looks like we've also left majority of the middle of this encounter unexplored. So I do want to resolve that. Okay. As with most attempts at resolving things like this, there's probably not a lot. Alright, awesome. Nice. We can't help. How are we supposed to get up there?
To catch my breath.
Alright. I cannot be asked, so we're gonna call it. Big Speedy download is now online. I'll say g'day. Entering Ariath Square. Oh, sweet. I will. Thanks, Minty. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you, mate. My week is going good, bro. Had a bit of a hectic day at work today, but otherwise going good. What about yourself? Have you managed to get a decent grind in today? Or have you just... How long have you been playing? Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to stay here for this one. Where are they coming from? Oh, now they're coming from the other side. Minty, I feel like the build is freaking working really well now. With that dagger, I feel like we're kind of OP. Download. It's time to disable screen shake. Minty, download. What's going on, guys? Thanks so much for jumping in. Very, very much appreciated. Screen shake. Disabled. Let's go. All done. Download, how's your week going? They love making these charging type characters, hey? We got little ninjas too. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Stellar. Happy with that. Alright, ad break coming up in 1 minute. Want some free leveling gear, it's nothing special, should just make capping, resistance, and also slots in your chest piece easier to work out on a first playthrough. I appreciate it, but at this point, I kind of just want to try and get through on my own without sounding like a dick. Yeah, no, I freaking appreciate it so much. Like, I know, yeah, it's definitely very appreciated. But yeah, I don't want any hand-me-downs. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy my own clothes. Keep an eye out for these uniques while you run. Gold rim, leather cap, okay, and the tabula rasa. I think I've got a tabula rasa from Minty. Minty, is that what you gave me? The tabula rasa? Press enter and hover over. Yeah, I've got the tabula rasa already. So I'm gonna definitely try to get that natty. The gold rim leather cap. Ooh, okay. We got the bar boot from Tab is great because you can 6 link your main skill. I can imagine that it's freaking crazy. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we got the tabula rasa already, but I'm waiting until I get that natty. We got the bar boot helmet early on from Minty as well. But now, after I beat the Act 4 boss, the devil guy, I'm pretty sure we got another one of those, so I've just got that natty too. Or was it Ascension? I think it might have been Ascension. So essentially the only thing that I'm running that I haven't received myself now is just the boots. Pretty sure. Yeah, the 7 league step rawhide boots. That's the only one. Alright, I'm gonna go do that and then I'll come back. Sick that they're like birds. the sound of just that first hit on them, especially when they're all clumped up like this. Oh, it's just so satisfying. Just bang. There we go. Listen to the ricochet. Oh shit, that looks good. Valor corrupts an item. Nice. By the way, this league we got Foulborn uniques. Minty, I only learned what uniques were like yesterday. I've just been calling them brown items up until now. So what does a Foulborn unique mean? Means that a certain stat on a unique is replaced with a Foulborn modifier. So there are sick poison gloves. Now you're talking my language. Wait, who's this? Who the fuck is this guy? Karui Rebel. Alright, I'll check them out, hang on. Once we get to the next safe zone, I will have a look at them.
I need more pockets.
Sealskin tunic. Is that good? No. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna use it all. Look at them and they're cheap. You are able to afford them. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god. I can't believe I've only just learned that I can pause the game. That's so funny. I genuinely thought this whole time that it was like a live that it was live 24/7, not only in towns.
Thank you.
It was until last season, I think. Oh, right, okay. Alright, let's have a look at these. Alright, I'm going to test out the... Is that the one that we want? We'll do that. Okay, let's check. Hopefully that works. Cool. Alright, so here we go. Foulborn. Foulborn the Embalmer. So, what do we got? 4 Chaos Orbs. Evasion rating 98. Item level 83 requires 50... Level 50, 39 Dex, 39 Int. Socket of Gems is supported by level 20 Vile Toxin. Adds 15 to 23 Chaos damage, 59 max life, plus 23 Chaos resistance. On killing a poison enemy, nearby enemies are poisoned. Holy shit. That's mad. Wait, for 4 Chaos Orb? Do I just get this one for the 4 Chaos Orb? What's BO? No, I'll buy them myself. Oh, Minty. Alright. Minty, you're too good. Alright, let's do it. Minty, why are you so nice to me? think I'm gonna take the diamond flask. I think critical strike chance is kind of crazy. I don't know if that's 11 items identified. That's nice. You only have like 16k gold. I have like 100 mil. Minty, you're my sugar daddy. You know that, right? Minty! Oh shit, sorry, Hound. Sorry. Where did I get all this shit from? Alright, ready. Sorry, mate. Thank you, Minty. Now try to get your sockets and colors you need as learning experience. What do you mean by that? So right click this item, then left click an item to apply it. Has greater effects. Read the currencies and figure out what to do. Alright. Alright, so let's apply. Oh no. Alright. Okay, well we can put that there. Now we have to replace these. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Then we place these there. Cast an aura that grants evasion to you and your allies. That's kind of cool. Not that we're going to use it, but hey. Your main skill... Nah, your main skill goes into gloves. Main skill goes into gloves. Okay. Socketed gems are supported by level 20 biotoxins. Gotcha. But then that means... Right click this item, then left click a socketed item to apply it. Reforges the number of sockets on an item. Right click this item. Okay, so we need 4 sockets. Okay, it can't be equipped. Right click this item, then left click a socketed item to apply it. The item's quality. No. Right click the item, left click. The item's quality increases the chances of obtaining more links. Reforges the links. No, reforge the number of sockets on an item. Okay, so we're going to reforge the number of sockets. Quality. Quality matters for sockets. Okay. So first, we bring the quality of this up. So bring this up to 20%. Okay. Then we reforge the number of sockets on an item. So we need 4. Alright, so we got 4. Then reforges the links between sockets on an item. Got it? And then we need to recolor the sockets on the item. Come on, full green. Let's go! Yes! Hell yes. Mincy, that was freaking awesome, dude. Thank you. That was a very, very good lesson. Good job. Don't forget that those are important basics. No, I won't. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that was a really, really good lesson. Like, that actually genuinely helped me understand the process. With... We got that at 20. We got that at 20. What are we using to... what are we... Sorry. Alright, so we got Gem Cutter's Prison. Improves the quality of a gem. Are we wanting to do that on our Cobra Lash too? To run the Gem Cutter's Prison. And Armorer's Scrap, we've got 55 of these. So do we want to use that? Do we want to use the 30, the 40 it would take to improve everything, or? Yes, but in general it's cheaper to buy them at 20% quality. Got you. Okay. Alright. We'll run with this as is. Dude. I'm gonna have to start dancing for you or something, Minty, hey. You my sugar daddy. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Minty. Very much appreciated. Alright. And then shift. Bang. Watch this. There's Dance MTX. Wait, Dance MTX? What does that mean? Alright, I'm watching. Never mind, don't have it on Scion. He's coming back. Where's Boomba Boy? Someone said ready for content. Bro, I was about to fall down the rabbit hole. Someone might craft. Anyone know if quality maps? Teach a man to fish with a spinning rod first before a mile and reel trade accepted OMG crafting its own depth in this game. Is the most complex part of the game you have known, bro. It goes so insane. Bro, I was about to fall down the rabbit hole. Now you're brand new. Take it slow. Less gets you scared off. Ready for content. Alright, let's go, Pimple Boy. Wait, how do I do that? What the fuck? Well done. Well done, Minty. Now teach me. Teach me how to Dougie. 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 All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. That kind of looks like you, Minty. That looks like your Aurabot. That's a bought feature for every class. Okay. Whatever. Whoa, how have I only got 25 gold left? Adds an extra character slot to your account. I don't have enough gold. Alright, you have to write dance. Oh. Dance. Yeah, no. Alright, so I gotta buy it first and then I can dance. Copy. Alright, I'll get it next time. Alright, what do we want to... What's next? What's next on our build list? I did have a question for you, actually, Minty. And that is... Dagger damage. Does dagger damage... benefit Cobra Lash? So if I'm not actually attacking with the dagger, but using the dagger as a projectile, and this says dagger attacks deal 10% increased damage with hits and ailments, is this a beneficial skill to me? Yes, it counts. Okay, sweet. So doing this chain would make sense. Because eventually I can get 40% increased elusive effect, but also 12% increased attack speed with daggers. You do hit and you inflict ailment with hit, so both increases count. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to run that. Because I think that could be good fun. What are we at? 30% critical strike chance. I think my portal's closed as well. Yeah, I came here with a portal. And I got distracted. And now it's closed. I think. I came here in a portal, hey. Oh, by the way, it's time that you upgrade to big boy flasks now. Are these not big boy flasks? Okay, hang on, wait, I'm coming back. Basically, if you're a life build, you want one life flask and rest utility. Usually no mana flask. True, because I don't need mana anymore. I got you. Alright. Oh, we literally just got rid of that other flask, hey? I can't believe I have to clear this whole map again as well. It's freaking annoying. Alright, we're gonna head back to the tower. We literally just cleared this, and now I've got to do it all again. Alright, where is that? Alright, so that's our crystal flask, we can grab that. Did I keep any of the other flasks? I have. I think I've pegged them all. They're all mana. Mana, life. Mana, life.
Yes.
Purchase. Thank you, Minty. Alright, what do we got? Quicksilver, increased movement speed, hell yeah. Uh, used when you become poisoned. Okay. Critical strike chance we've got. And I think I want increased damage. Alright, those are basically the flasks the game offers. There's like 1 to 2 more. Look at them and figure out which you find useful. Yes, that's how you automate flask. You can ignore that for now. Alright, so we got Quicksilver to run faster, Sulfur to do more damage, this to get us out of trouble, and this to do more damage. So I want to do these in conjunction, and then these in conjunction, because we can run and evade simultaneously, as well as deal damage simultaneously. Make them at least blue. Right click to drink. Look at the blue orbs on the left of the currency stash. This one. Improves the quality of a flask or tincture. There we go. Oh. Look at the blue orbs on the left of the currency stash. Upgrades a normal item to magic. Item is currently equipped. There we go. This is actually such a good learning lesson. Holy shit, that changed it massively. Alright, and then let's actually, I'm going to save these. Alright, awesome. Put the other stuff back. I can put that back, and I'm going to sell that, send that off. Now press Alt on every flask and see if it has 2 mods. Okay, so there's a prefix and a suffix. That's got a prefix and a suffix. That's got prefix, suffix. That's got prefix, suffix. That's got prefix, suffix. If not, you can use Augmentation Orb to add a modifier. Alright, let's do that just so we can learn the process. Okay. So our Sapphire Flask doesn't. Let's see if there's something else. Alright, let's just test it out with the Sapphire. And we can use an Augmentation Orb. Orb of Augmentation. Target is not magic, so we got to upgrade that to magic. Then use the Orb of Augmentation. Oh. Ah, because once that goes to magic, it already has 2. I understand. Okay. Alright, we're going to leave that as is because I understand. Alright, let's test this out. So I'm going to try and use these potions. Oh. So you can essentially just spam these potions.
Low on mana.
It doesn't take any mana to use a potion. That's called the Flask Piano. There we go. Thank you so much for that, like, learning lesson, Minty. What someone in the chat just said something, and I think it summarizes this experience so far right now. And it is very much teach a man to fish, or give a man a fish, and he will eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he will eat for a lifetime. So thank you for using this opportunity. With these orbs, you can automate them with this mod. Instilling. I think I've got an instilling orb. I've seen it around. You can take it, keep it. Look at the flask when you can. Okay. And you need multiple orbs to hit the desired mod. Gotcha. Oh, shit. I genuinely had such a... I had such a lapse just then of not paying attention to the screen. And nearly got slaughtered for it.
Just need a moment to
It really is like 1 second and that's it. Alright. Find High Templar Avarius. Find High Templar Avarius and kill him. Alright. So Instilling Orb adds an enchantment to a utility flask that will cause it to be used when certain conditions are met. Replaces any existing enchantment. So for example, Wide Sulfur Flask of Diverting, used when charges reach... Oh, dude, that is sick! Oh, okay. Alright, that checks out. Okay, I understand now. So that's just permanently procking. Well, not permanently, but it'll charge, proc, charge, proc, charge, proc. Okay, that's sick. I understand. So essentially as well, what I'm kind of... Hi, how is it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great start to the week, my friend. "4 AM here, can't sleep, lol." Sorry to hear that, mate. That sucks, but welcome to the stream, and hopefully I can bore you enough that that you'll be able to get some rest.
Now that was satisfying.
Haha, never. And now that you know how the flasks work, try to understand why the belt I'm showing you is so desired. Alright, the belts are the Impala, okay. The Dabbler's Bismuth Flask of Impala. 35% to all elemental resistances. 69% increased effects. Gains no charges during effect. 32% reduced duration, 25% increased effect, 58% increased evasion during effect. I don't understand what this one is, apart from the fact that it's an elemental resistance. What's the belt? I linked you the belts. You didn't see because the text is... You didn't see because the text is white. Ah. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, that was dumb. So heavy mage blood, heavy belts. Mage utility flasks cannot be used. Leftmost 4 mage utility flasks constantly apply their flask effect to you. Oh, okay, that's sick. That's freaking sick. So it's just a constant proc. Okay, alright, I understand now. This game is slowly taking over my life. It is consuming my life, it is consuming my stream, it is consuming my work. Thank you for introducing me to it. I have not had a game like this in quite a long time. You have not even started yet. I'm well aware of that. But thank you for introducing me, because I am having a great time. We used to be a bizarre streamer, and now I am branding myself as a Path of Exile streamer. I spent maybe 6 hours on Sunday morning adjusting the stream profile in order to be more suited to a Path of Exile viewing experience. I've introduced some fun, and not using the new layout. Oh my god! What do you mean I'm not using the new layout? Is it not up? Oh, because it didn't change over. Hang on, ready? Is that working? No! Why is it not working? Transition. There we go. There we go. Alright. Crikey, mate. Very glad to hear it. You're a great guy. Very surprised you're not heard of it or got into it previously. Thank you so much. I had heard of it. It wasn't that I hadn't heard of it, but it was something that I'd never... Like, I had it not downloaded, but it was in my Steam store, so... And I had like 30 minutes playtime on it. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't continue with it. I guess I just opened it up and I was like, this is too dense, or... I honestly think, from memory, I saw the skill tree and I was just like, nah, fuck this. But I can't... Yeah, exactly. Because like I'd obviously heard of it through with the whole Musk stuff. But yeah, I guess I never talked about it with friends as well. I think that's something else. Is that I never really like brought it up in a group setting and said, "Oh, has anyone played this game or heard of it?" Or never, no one really did it with me. Like did that with me. Oh, that's it. Collapse. Poe is too niche. Most people quit before they finish campaign. I can understand that. I'm not counting myself out of that basket either. Like I would be surprised. I would be surprised if I make it, if I do finish the campaign. But I think with how it's going, we are likely to, but I obviously don't want to, commit myself and then disappoint you guys. You know what I'm saying? But it is a sick game. I'm absolutely enjoying the process so far, and certainly keen to keep going. A lot of people would enjoy the game if they made it to endgame, but getting over that wall is the first challenge. Yep. It would be very neat to see you start to experience the other League events from Act 6 and beyond. Poe is too niche, most people quit before they finish the campaign. I'm, genuinely hoping that we do make it to endgame. We're obviously, or not endgame, sorry, but to middle game with maps. I don't know what you call. What would you call maps? It can be repetitive and grindy. The trick is to set some goals, lots of different goals. I think that's what's making it so, again, quite like enjoyable and fun for myself, is that every stream I have a goal, which is complete the next act. So I'm doing essentially one act per stream. Map is mid to end game. Okay. But yeah, we're setting ourselves essentially a goal of complete one act per stream and go from there. And I think that that's a very achievable goal per stream. and gives us something to continue to work towards. At the same time, I have those individual goals as well of fulfilling the skill tree. So I've got kind of level goals. I've got character goals, item goals. Like there's so many little goals that you can kind of set yourself throughout the game that I definitely think is helping. I'm spamming like 1,000 dunes day. Don't know what you mean by repetitive. I'm smashing like 1,000 dunes a day. I don't know what you mean by repetitive. Lol, exactly. I mix it up and try and do it all. Dunes is a map. Thank you for clarifying, because I had no idea what you were talking about, and I almost thought you meant you were watching the Timothy Chalamet movie pretty much on repeat a day. If you could watch that 1,000 times in a day, that would be incredibly impressive. Dunes map, wide open layout. Gotcha. Oh, this is so sick! Oh, I'm freaking loving this build. Despair. Nice. I'm theory crafting a kinetic blast poison bleed build, and so far it's pretty sick. What is kinetic? I can kind of put together all the other ones. Is kinetic on touch, so they blow up when they touch you, so as they attack you're essentially reflecting the damage with poison and bleed. Is my interpretation there correct? Blacksmith whetstones make me wet. Ace, portal scroll, portal scroll. Kinetic is type of a projectile that explodes on impact, basically. Okay, I wasn't too far off. Physical one skill, it shoots magical projectiles and it explodes into area damage. There's a natural piercing element to it and is amazing with return projectile support. Awesome. I wonder where you got inspired for that build from. And fun thing you can do with the exploding things, you can overlap them with AoE. That seems kind of broken, not gonna lie. It is, okay, that makes perfect sense then. Alright, let's go. I'm freaking loving the clearing ability of this. The more like minions, enemies there are, the better this seems to work. Because it just ricochets like absolute crazy. Like, oh. This makes me excited. Look. Yeah, I'm clearing 2 screens away from where I stand. I just go pick up the items and gold. Lol. The gloves make it spread too. Oh, true, because it gives it more poison. Oh, because and when they die, they're getting other people are getting poisoned as well. That's a good point. Nice. Sanctum of Innocence. We'll hit it up. Alright, Alright, so the gloves make it for 2. I'm impressed with how you're coming along. Sorry. Oh, I said press something. I'm impressed with how you're coming along. I'm assuming want to show us your skill tree and talk it through. Curious your take on it. This is an interesting fight. Let's see how you do. I'll just confirm that. So, I'm assuming want to show us your skill tree. Oh, sorry, I don't. Yeah, so we'll go through the skill tree, talk through my future plans with it after this fight. That sounds like a plan.
Must be cleansed of impurity. Just need a
I really struggle in these fights when there's no. Oh shit. When there's no like nothing for me to ricochet off, because it's like such a big part of this build is the ricochet. This guy reminds me of Azul. In League of Legends, there's another character. Oh shit! I got no mana now. Got him. Let's go. That's not going to be it, surely. Second round. That was too easy. Yeah. Does pretty much every boss in this have a second round? Or a second wind? However you want to interpret it. Oh. Shit! 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 Far out! Let's go! Na 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 na! Batman! Da 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 da! Shit. Shit! Your poison damage is legit though. No. Oh, that was freaking tough. Okay. Unpopular opinion, maybe for these particular fights. Shit. I don't think that they should stay on the health that you left them on when you die. I think if you die, fight restarts. Does that happen later? Am I gonna live to regret those words?
sense.
I need more pockets.
You and only you. I shall say.
Not uncommon for new players to die here. Almost expected, especially with that movement like you have. No, that's PO2 stuff. Can stay there. I don't mind it. It gets really hard later. Okay. Fair enough. I think obviously because I haven't experienced the later game stuff.
Sin.
Oh shit. Did I just lose those items? Oh, because now I go back to Act 1, hey. Is that it? Is Act 5 super short?
Should Kitava accept their invitation, there is but one thin sliver of hope for us all. My brother's sign of purity. Deep in the Templars, though I am a god.
Okay,
he
never mind.
lives.
I thought I wasn't going to get an opportunity. Alright, we'll go sell this stuff off and then we'll come back.
You deserve recognition.
Oh! Alright, we got some jewels. Well, this is no help because I can't see what they bloody do. But I'm assuming red, green, and blue, so we're going to go for green here. Alright, we're going for green unless there's any objections. Going once. Green Viridian Jewel going twice, and third and final call, Green Viridian Jewel is the one we're going for. Final time, and we're selling, and sold.
Once Kitava has got.
Alright, I'm going to sell off these other items. Oh, 512 on that, that's a 520. I might actually keep that. Sell this. Head back to the Chamber of Innocence. Now this stuff. How am I out of pockets already? Stop it. No, I'm not. My inventory just won't organize itself correctly. Alright, that's the Chamber of Innocence. That's also Chamber of Innocence.
I am sin.
Oh, I've already done that. Travel to the Reliquary, find Kitava's Torments. Travel back through the Templar Court, find Ossuary. Search the Ossuary. Okay, how... I can easily predict a few more boss fights you will die to. Pi, shoot me too. Let's go. Alright, so we are here in the Chamber of Innocence. Oh, we got to go back through. Now it's become like question marked, which is weird. Okay. Is this right? What happens if I go through the other side? Alright, quick tip. Port out, then use waypoint shortcut. Okay. Thank you. I'll sell these as well.
Yes.
Sell that. Sell. Sell. Why is there a door? Look at this. That's just literally just a door. Alright, sell that one. Accept. Identify items.
Freedom. Once Kitava.
Harvest Torments. Alright, let's see how this is. This is 563, that's a 520. 10% increased evasion rating plus 30%. I actually think I prefer the other one, funnily enough. But we'll chuck that in anyway. Alright, quick tip, port out the news waypoint shortcut will doors shield things from your house. I'm not even justifying that. Pi, what's your... And then what? Am I waypointing to the Chamber of Innocence? Bottom one. I'm confused. This one, yeah? Chamber, then head upstairs. Gotcha. Oh, that's so good. Nice. Thank you. Chamber, then head upstairs. Are we heading into the torch courts? I'm assuming so. Ah, and now they've been burnt. Oh, it's so nice having you in the chat when everyone else is watching ads. Oh shit! What the frick are these? Alright, cool. We're gonna come back to this. We're just gonna take a moment here to go through. I signed up for ad free, can't take it otherwise. 100%. Alright, so it's a bit tense in here. I'm just gonna go back into the Chamber of Innocence. What ads? I can't see any. This area is starting to prep you for the difficulty in Act 6. Fair enough. Alright, so quick little run through, as I promised after that fight I would do, of our skill tree and thought process so far. So we started with building outwards with chaos damage, physical damage, max life, essentially building around our Cobra Lash. So Cobra Lash ricochets, deals physical, chaos based on, and does chaos damage. Sorry, does damage based on poison, which translates into chaos. Are we doing? Because I've upgraded the quality on that. So now it's chaining 6 times, but up to 8 times. That's crazy, that's sick. So we've got increased attack speed, cast speed, so that we can attack and cast faster. Increase on dex as well, because dex leads to accuracy, which means that we're actually hitting our opponents. Evasion is defense. I don't actually know what evasion means. I just realized that that is one that I actually don't really understand. Evasion rating, estimated chance to evade attacks. Oh, okay. So I'm essentially missing 40% of attacks. So I'm missing half the attacks, I guess. We were starting to take a bit of health damage, so we've increased our life here, but we also now gain life when we kill an enemy, so a bit of regen there. We wanted to increase our crit chance as well, so we've jumped into trickery. Typically, I typically go hard evasion, then convert it to armor with a node at the bottom of the skill tree area. Evasion, let's see. Tax evasion. Evasion, energy shield mastery, evasion mastery. 100% increased evasion rating from equipped body armor. Is it that, but just reversed? Very bottom of entire tree, large node. Converts all evasion rating to armor. Dexterity provides no bonus to evasion rating. Got it. Okay, that's good to know about. It's crazy to look at the skill tree and see, like, the fact that you've made it there and you're saying that you do an evasion path. Like, it just highlights how filled this tree is going to get. So we wanted to start doing more crit damage, so we went through the assassination path, which I do want to continue to do. So we'll probably run down here. I think I'm gonna look at cold-hearted calculation, because when we're fighting, we still are running out of mana, and obviously that's the worst thing that can happen. So cold-hearted calculation is definitely on my list. Then what else we got? More chaos damage, more movement speed, more dex, more physical damage, damage over time. Obviously with poison, that's what we want. I think I'm actually gonna also... I think I'm gonna finish this node here. I think that's not a bad idea, because attacks with one-handed weapons deal 20% increased damage with ailments. I think that's actually super important. Sleight of hands, attacks with one-handed weapons deal 30% increased damage with ailments, 8% increased attack speed with one-handed weapons, 20% increased damage with one-handed weapons. I think I actually think this is a massive mistake on my part to... I think it's a massive mistake on my part to not actually target these earlier. And really fulfill that, because I think we're losing a lot of potential damage here. Pi, the trick to builds is not filling entirely what is immediately around you, rather making it to other very key nodes that have synergy with your ultimate goal. One tip to huge power is multiplier damage. Alright, let's have a look at that. Multiplier damage. There we go. So we've got... What do we got here? 25 plus 25% to damage over time multiplier for poison from critical strikes. Critical strikes with daggers poison enemy. Holy shit. So that's huge. Alright, hang on. Grab a pen. So Adder's Touch is a must-have. Skill tree. Yes, you don't finish nodes. You take the small passives to the bigger notable passives. Just type in multiplier and often the mastery. What else have we got here? Damage over time, mastery, 25% damage over time multiplier for ailments from critical strikes, 40% increased critical strike chance. Okay, this whole section here, 10% chaos damage over time multiplier. This section right here, I think is so crucial to our build, and we've just been missing that the entire time. What else have we got? Physical mastery. Plus 6% of damage over time multiplier for bleeding. That's not really suited to us. Perfect agony. Damage over time multiplier for ailments is equal to critical strike multiplier. Critical strikes do not deal extra damage. Non-critical strikes cannot inflict ailments. Our critical strike chance isn't big enough yet for perfect agony, so we're not going to run that. Dagger mastery, 100% to critical strike multiplier against enemies that are on full health. Critical strikes have culling strike, 10% chance to suppress spell damage, 8% more damage with hits and ailments against enemies affected by at least 5 poison. That's pretty good. 50% increased projectile speed while wielding a dagger. There's a lot here. Can we do on a mastery? Can we allocate multiple points? You don't take a full wheel of small passive notes. Those can really add up your damage. Like, so here. Is that what you mean? The full wheel? Okay, got you. What do we got for critical strike mastery? 50% increased effect of non-damaging ailments you inflict with critical strike. 25% to critical strike multiply against unique enemies. Stuns from critical strikes. +3 to level of all critical support gems. 150% increased critical strike chance against enemies that are on full health. There's nothing really there that just gives us general critical strike increase. I guess we've really focused on our projectiles as well here. Projectiles deal 20% increased damage with hits and ailments for each enemy pierced. Projectiles deal 20% increased damage with hits and ailments for each time they have chained. So obviously getting the chain there would be good. Minty, I'm assuming you won't ever reach 100% crit chance in the game. Okay. You can select only one of those, but they are also under big nodes of similar damage types. You have to calculate your crit chance in Path of Building. Alright, well, we're lucky we got Path of Building. Obviously, we've got an increase to our accuracy here as well. What's this one? 60% increased crit chance with claws. We don't have claws. A bit more dagger mastery here as well. 30% increased crit strike chance with daggers. 30% crit strike multiplier with daggers. 100% increased crit strike against enemies that are full health with backstabbing. That's a cool node as well. I think at the moment this section here is definitely calling my name. Particularly Adder's Touch. I think the fact that we have neglected that for this long, we need to rectify. And hopefully that'll start giving us enough crit chance to where we can consider getting things like Perfect Agony. Also filling in the big nodes, I think we've also neglected for too long. So I might look for the next few levels to fill Poison and Dagger. And then expand into this section here. You want damage over time multiplier. He will scale damage over time mults with crit multi. Yeah, I think that the damage over time multiplier is this section here. We're getting that from plus 25% to damage over time multiplier for poison from crit strikes. What's this one? Plus 20, that's more crit strikes. Here we go. Chaos damage over time multiplier. What else have we got for... Let's have a look for damage over time. Multiplier. Perfect Agony. What's this one here? Plus 12% to damage over time multiplier for poison you inflict on bleeding enemies. So I think if we can, that could be really good if we can work out how to give them bleed as well and combine that somehow. What do we got here? 14% damage over time multiplier for poison, 10% increased attack speed. Actually, this is freaking sick. This little poison mastery node as well comps really nicely. So I think even looking to go down, because that's only one more stretch down, and then 1, 2, 3, an extra 14% plus 10% increased attack speed. So I really like that one here. The 20% faster is also insane. It means that you literally kill the enemy 20% faster. Is that on poison you inflict your damage 20% faster? That's actually a really good point as well. We can also look at filling out that dual socket, because I do have the Viridian Jewel now. 2% chance to block attack damage while dual wielding. Okay, we're not dual wielding, so this is useless, but 14% increased damage with daggers. And physical attack damage leeches mana. 12% increased melee damage. So that's... I feel like I'd want to re-roll that. But yeah, we can put that in that dual socket temporarily until we get a better one. Those take a cluster jewel. You have not seen those yet. What's this then? Can I put this on my... Basic jewel. Oh, okay. Alright. Pie. Thoughts. Suggestions. We've also got damage over time mastery. Plus 10% to damage over time multiplier if you're killed recently. %30 increased effective cruelty. This is kind of nice as well. So we really got to decide what distance we want to go. Alright, but hopefully that was a good little insight into our skill tree. Do you have any suggestions, recommendations on how we can improve
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Actually, I've got a question as well. With my skills, one of my skills is using 50%. How are they... Wait, how do I get through there? How can you attack? But I can't... Oh, there we go, sweet. Nice. So one of my skills is using 50% mana permanently. Or it's... My mana is 50% reserved for a skill. How can I reduce that so it's not 50%? So that I can start bringing in other skills, such as haste. If I can get all my skills to be 25%, I'd still maintain 75%. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize how dense this is. Shit. I didn't realize how many of them there were, and then I was trying to run from them by going through them, and the further I ran, they just kept being there. Alright, got him. What's going on? There's a defiler. It's disgusting. And we've just froze and crashed. No, we're good. We're still running. Alright, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide in a corner here. And we'll do a quick level. Alright, what Minty said, you don't want to fill if full wheels because you want to try and stretch your total points to make to more bigger, more powerful nodes. You only get so many total points from campaign, then the rest is leveling more. Mana reservation efficiency, but as regular character, you won't use more than 3 auras. Mana reservation efficiency, but as a regular character, you won't use more than 3 auras. Okay, so potentially we can get one more aura, such as... Well, the one that I wanted, the only reason I'm asking, is because we just got this haste one. And that aura increases movement speed, attack speed, and cast speed of you and your allies. So an additional 15% increased attack speed would significantly benefit our build. So mana reservation efficiency. Haste is insane, yes. Ah, see, I'm learning, boys. When I level, I prioritize haste over grace. Okay. I love just opening a door and just obliterating everything inside. It's so satisfying. Holy shit. Orb of Chance, let's go. Oh, I just realized we got a level as well, and I had a nice opportunity there, but we'll just chilling in the corner to apply it, and I didn't. Yeah, we'll just hit that as is. Superior wrist chopper. Okay. We're just gonna sit at our desk and do some leveling. Alright, it costs 50% res though, high cost. Grace is the one I use. Grace is the one you use, which gives evasion, but who needs defense when you're speedy? Yep. Sometimes best defense is killing things so fast and widespread that they never make it to your feet. Lol. Alright. So what are we running at the moment? So we are running Herald of Agony and Grace, which is running 50%. Cast an aura that grants evasion to you and your allies. Are we running Grace? We're not running Grace. We got Herald of Agony and Malevolence. Cast an aura that multiplies damage over time and increases skill effect. Yeah, so we're running Herald of Agony, which is our little Scorpion, and Malevolence, which is doing more damage. So I don't have any mana left for haste or grace. Yeah. Because I want to reduce Malevolence. Like, ideally, if I can get this, if I can, like, I don't know if I can, but in theory, if I can halve this to 12.5%, this to 20%, 25%, that'll be 37.5%, and then have haste at another 25%. That'll leave us half. No way. Okay. So, realistically, how low can you go? How low can you go? Alright, I think that's our priority. I think we'll prioritize that one first, then I'm going to do Projectile Mastery, and then we'll work out from there. %. I mean, even if we get 75%, I feel like that's going to put us pretty close to a 75% full use on... I feel like that's going to put us pretty close to a 75% full use on our mana, which is pretty similar to what we're using now. Shit! I tried to tank it. I mean, on my Aura bot, they cost like 3 to 5%. Oh. Alright, that's pretty sick. Jeez. I just got a hit and run. That's just, like, essentially the play here. You were able to completely reduce them to 0%, but not possible anymore. Your will cost like 30 to 35%. If I can get it 30, 60, 90... If I can get it to 90%, that might still work with Cobra Lash, depending on how well I can set up mana regen, right? Face checking doors with Projectile has to be some of the top reason new players die. Sometimes long-time players die. Yeah, granted, not my best moment at all. It wasn't even face checking. I know not to face check it. It was purely just arrogance. I thought I was much stronger. The annoying thing is they died pretty much instantly after I died. Like I just have to, yeah, hit and run. That's what you do in the game. You basically reserve 95% of your mana. 5% has to be enough to use your skill. Sweet. I'm glad I'm on the right page. On the right page there. Anyway, lads, it is. The game gets way harder. You will not be able to face tank mobs like that later on without defenses in full mode. I entirely anticipate that being the case. Plus, I've got my little scorpion to run ahead of me as well. We're gonna start wrapping up. I am going to Hunter Hood. Hunter Hood looks kinda sick. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna drop the 2-stone ring. I'm gonna go with the Hunter Hood instead. Just because that looks kind of fun. Yeah, it's another short stream. I wish I didn't have. I wish I could do this full time. I think that's first and foremost. That'd be really sick. But unfortunately, I'm not at that position yet. But unfortunately, with my schedule at the moment, I pretty much wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, go to work, come home, walk my dog, have dinner, and then I get a couple hours to stream before I have to go to bed to be ready for the next day. So unfortunately, I can't do massive streams except for on the weekend, which means that unfortunately our streams aren't super long because it's already 9 o'clock here. I'm a trainee train driver. So yeah, I'm at the moment working with the railway and they're teaching me how to drive a train, which is, as you can imagine, quite rigorous and intense, because if something happens on the train, then I'm in a lot of trouble. So also from my point of view, I've got quite a significant level of responsibility. You're all good, mate. That's no dramas. I got quite a significant level of responsibility, so obviously I've got to take that very seriously during the training process as well. But obviously would love to have the opportunity in the future to potentially do this more full time on a larger scale. Even though I'm relatively new, I feel like there's definitely a potential here. But yeah, unfortunately that means for you guys that I can't stay on as long as I would like to or want to. So I apologise for the shorter format that has been lately. But obviously on the weekends I try and put in as much time as I can, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that. Do what you can. A balanced life is important. I definitely agree with that. I used to work in an industry that's unfortunately consumed a lot of my life, and I was working almost 7 days a week. New recipe, create a unique wand. Nice. Yeah, I was working in an industry that I was essentially working 7 days a week for okay money. I did better than I ever had, but it consumed a lot of my life, and I wasn't happy with where I was, and then now I've got a fantastic opportunity doing something else, so I prioritise balancing my life, that's for sure. I learned that the hard way.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Right. Keep heading up this way. It's the reliquary? Vault keyhole. It's locked. Right. Oh shit! All right. Alright, okay, we're getting into a whole new area. I'm gonna get one more level, just so that I can... as you get more socket links later, look into adding a new support skill called Returning Projectiles. Thank me later. We had a very tough decision between using that one. Also, I had a choice between that and what's the one that we ended up taking? Greater multiple projectiles. And I chose greater multiple projectiles, but I did spend a good decent amount of time deliberating which one would be more beneficial to the build. So I have seen that one. I did want to get it. I have already considered adding that into a future socket. But yeah, that's certainly on the cards. Alright, Key of Strength, nice.
To replace them.
Greater first always, but later add the returning. Hell yeah. Death Fang Kitty, hey sup, how are you doing today? Doing fantastic, Death Fang Kitty. How are you going? Thanks so much for jumping into the stream. Are you a PoE player yourself? What kind of character do you play as? Tell me a bit about yourself. Glad to hear, and also fantastic as you. Thanks for asking. No dramas at all. How long have you been streaming overall? I've been streaming for about 2.5 months. So yeah, still relatively new, but absolutely loving it, enjoying the process. Got some great followers as well, which make it a lot easier. Oh. That's awesome. Any plans? Thank you so much for the follow, Death Fang Kitty. Very, very much appreciated. Any plans for Christmas? I'm working over Christmas, so unfortunately, yeah, no rest for the wicked. But looking forward to having Christmas Day off to spend with the fam. Yeah, I haven't got too much planned, unfortunately. No vacations. But what about yourself? Let's get a portal. We got a fair whack of currency, which is nice. We also got a few room gifts, which are cool. Just dump those where we got our room gift page. There we go. Sorry, not room gift. I might dump these here as well, just to make use of them. Cool. And pop our flask here. I'll deal with this after. What about yourself? Any Christmas plans? Whoa! What the fuck? Holy shit! Wait, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why did it all just go crazy? Why are there so many golden masks? We got some. I got places to be. Key of Devotion, nice. Karui. Oh, Karui. I've been watching way too much, listening to way too much of the Bad Friends podcast, and now I can't get out of my head when the redhead guy goes, "Oh, it's just in. You heard it here first." They're so funny. They're such a good podcast. Just so much of their content is just so like quotable and so funny. It's freaking awesome. If you haven't had a chance to see it, highly recommend you watch it. Delivery guy, forgot my cook. By the way, I'm a senior artist designer over at Artistic Creation. I love working on creative projects. Maybe we could do art collab sometime or bounce ideas around. What do you think? Oh, that sounds awesome, Deathfang Kitty. I really appreciate that. It's been so good to not have any scammers try since I've been affiliate. I thought, oh, once you're affiliate, they'll stop. They're just going to target, like, obviously I'm freaking new in the scheme of things. I understand that. But I've obviously had some really good followers so far already who've already kind of taught me the tricks in the trade and what they'll say and all this stuff. And you don't know, like I kind of had the feeling. I always feel bad when they have to drive over again for a single Coke. I always have too cold to ask for it. Oh, they're so good. It's such a good reference. It's just so quotable. What did you get? What did you get to 8, Minty? Did you get some good food? You can always tell when a new person jumps in and are immediately not genuine. Yeah. Yeah, I had my suspicions, but I'm also like, I don't know if they're just like neurospicy, you know, they want to get involved, but they're a bit neurospicy, and I don't want to like I don't know if you've seen, there's a really funny email thread, and it's like, I'm trying to remember how it goes, but it's a really good email thread, and someone sends through an email to their boss, and their boss goes, "I appreciate the email, but please do not use ChatGPT next time." And they're like, "Oh no, I didn't use ChatGPT. I'm just like slightly autistic, and I just never want to treat someone that same way. I'm like, hey, if you're gonna talk like a bot, maybe you just talk like a bot, or you could be genuine. I don't know. I'm not gonna make that decision until you freaking ask me to collab with you on some art project, and then I'm like, oh no, okay, yeah, you're definitely a bot. Get the hell out of here. Basically beef and cheese in pizza dough. Like a calzone. Like a beef and cheese calzone. Whoa, what's this? This was cool. Double claw. That's cool. Oh shit, I should... That's right, I actually don't need them anyway. Okay, so you got a calzone shaped like a donut. You have such pretty eyes. Oh, check out my website, blah, blah, blah. I had... Oh, what was the message? I got a message on Instagram. And it was like... I love the aura that you put out on your stream. And then it's like... Oh, and I do art that would really match your aura. You know, you put out such a majestic aura or some shit like that. And then they're like, oh, I do art that would match your aura. And I looked at the art, and it was like the most generic, like, anime style art. I'm just like, this is not matching my aura at all. What about me says, like, weeb? Like, don't get me wrong, I freaking love anime and, like, Naruto and all of those. And, like, I've been to Japan, love it. But I feel like I don't scream out weeb, you know? Alright. We're gonna do... What was I gonna do? I don't know if I want to start going down here. Or... 50% increased projectile speed while wielding a dagger. Done. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one for now. Faster damage, hang on. I thought we did faster damage. We got faster damage. Or faster damage on... Faster poison damage. We got this. So I'm thinking this one next. 50% increased projectile speed. Unless you guys have a different suggestion. %12 increased mana reservation efficiencies of skills. That only makes it reach farther out. Okay, that's not important then. Increased damage for each time they chain. Do we want that? Because we can do projectiles deal 20% increased damage with hits and ailments for each time they chain. Or for Cobra Lash, that's a good one. Alright, let's do that. Sweet, let's go. Alright. On that note, I am gonna wrap up the stream.
Not all slaves, but
I think... Oh, we got one more skill point to spend. So we'll do this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, I think I'm going to do this one as well. Attacks with one-handed weapons deal 20% increased damage with ailments, 14% increased damage with one-handed weapons. I'm going to fill out this inner sanctum here. Tired myself, heading off to sleep. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna complete this whole bit here. I think that's actually quite important. Potentially that one, I'll have a look into it off stream. But we're gonna fill out this circle moving forward. Have we got anything else to do here? We can talk to Bannon. Has he got anything for us? No, he's got nothing for us. Perfect. Alright, that seems like a brilliant point to wrap it up. So, thank you so much to everyone for tuning into today's stream. I appreciate you all. I hope you're having an awesome start to the week. I will be back with another Path of Exile stream very soon. Hopefully tomorrow, but I'll see how things go. But if you could, please stick around to support another streamer. That would be super duper appreciated. We're going to jump into Night Daz's stream. So please stick around and I'll catch y'all next time. Alright, thanks so much to Pi and Minty and Download. Yeah, appreciate you guys and I'll catch you next time. Peace.